Welcome back, everyone. World Baseball News for the week of February 27th. We are 1 week away from the start of the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Pool A gets started a week from this Wednesday, Pool B a day later, and Pool C and D a couple days after that. Here's the schedule for the opening rounds. I'll put this up again next week and go over it in more detail, of course. The very first game will be Cuba and the Netherlands, starting at noon Taiwan time on Wednesday, March 8th. That's in Pool A. Panama versus Taiwan at 7 in the evening. Italy's first game will be on Wednesday evening against the host. That pool will run till Sunday. Pool B starts on Thursday, March 9th. The first game will be Australia versus Korea at noon Tokyo time. That's a big one for both teams, seen as the probable second and third place teams. Japan will take the field in the evening against China. Shohei Ohtani will be the starting pitcher in that one. The following day, the Czech Republic makes their WBC debut versus China. The big one is Friday night when Korea meets Japan. That will probably determine the pool champions. Games will go on in Pool B till the following Monday. Pool C in Phoenix gets started on Saturday, March 11th. The first game is Colombia versus Mexico at noon Mountain Time. Just like in Pool B, the first game is a matchup of two teams seen as the second and third best teams. Team Mexico has already said that Julio Urias will be the starting pitcher for that one. They want to be sure they don't lose that one. In the evening, Great Britain will make its WBC debut against Team USA. Canada gets in on the action a day later when they take on Britain. Mexico and USA meet in the evening. Most think that will be the championship game. That pool will play on till the following Wednesday. Pool D in Miami runs at the same time as Pool C. Nicaragua will play their first WBC game against Puerto Rico to start play in Pool D. Dominican Republic meets Venezuela in the evening game. On the second day, Israel gets started by taking on Nicaragua. Venezuela versus Puerto Rico in the evening. As the WBC draws near, the biggest news, unfortunately, is previously committed players withdrawing from the tournament. That'll probably continue right up until the tournament starts. Cubs outfielder Seiya Suzuki might be taken off the WBC roster for Japan. He suffered a left oblique injury in spring training. They're waiting for some test results to come back, and then a final decision will be made. At the time of this video, that hasn't been decided yet. Alejandro Kirk will not be playing for Team Mexico. He's waiting for his child to be born. Probably for the best. He would have had to leave the team, go be with his wife, then join his team in spring training. So he'll just skip the WBC altogether. An all-star and silver slugger catcher for the Blue Jays last year, he will be missed in the lineup. Team Colombia will be without Donovan Solano. He just signed with the Twins last week and would like to focus on getting familiar with his new ball club during spring training. A .284 batter with the Reds last year, Solano would have started somewhere in the infield for Colombia. His replacement on Colombia's roster is Dilson Herrera, a former Major League infielder who last appeared with the Orioles in 2020. Now plays independent ball in the summer, Colombian League in the winter. Nick Pivetta is expected to miss the WBC for Team Canada. He was sick for a little while, and that has set back his training schedule a few days. A 10-game winner who led the league with 33 starts a year ago, he was going to be an important member of Canada's rotation. Ivan Herrera, a St. Louis Cardinals catcher who made his Major League debut in 2022, has decided not to play for Team Panama. He'd like to focus on competing for the backup catcher spot behind Wilson Contreras. Jake Bird strained his left oblique and will not be playing for Team Israel. The 27-year-old right-handed reliever appeared in 38 games for the Rockies last year, in his first season in the big leagues. He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks, which means he might not be ready for opening day. For those who are playing, practice games have been going on. Japan is at home where they'll open their tournament, playing against NPB teams. Over the weekend, it was the SoftBank Hawks they were up against. Japan won 8-4 on Saturday. Roki Sasaki got the start, threw 2 shutout innings, struck out 3, only gave up 1 hit and no walks, and his fastball got over 100 miles an hour, in a practice game. On Sunday, Japan won again 4-2. Yoshinobu Yamamoto tossed 3 innings, struck out 3, gave up a run on 2 hits and a walk. The next practice games for Japan will be this Friday and Saturday against the Chunichi Dragons. Team Korea got an 8-2 win over the KT Wiz of the KBO. Young Pyo-ko threw 3 shutout innings. Kwang Hyung Kim followed with 2 shutout innings. Baek Ho Kang homered and Jung-hoo Lee had 2 hits. Team Taiwan beat the CPBL's Rakuten Monkeys in front of 7,000 fans. Tzu-Peng Huang got the start, throwing 3 1/3 shutout innings. Red Sox infielder Yu Chang went 4 for 4 with a home run and a double. They also beat the CTBC brothers 3-2 in front of 12,000 fans. Team Cuba has arrived in Taiwan where they'll play in Pool A. They had a warm-up game with the CPBL's Fubon Guardians. That was won by the Guardians 2-1. MLB and CPBL scouts were in attendance to watch Cuban pitcher Rydell Martinez. He pitched 1 scoreless inning with 3 strikeouts, and his fastball got up to 97. Martinez pitches for NPB's Chunichi Dragons. Last year, he had a 0.97 ERA in 56 relief appearances. Team Netherlands took on the KBO's LG Twins, erased a 5-0 deficit through 7 innings and came back to win 7-5. Team Australia is in Japan. They took on a local club, not NPB, but there may have been some ex-NPB players on the team. They lost the first game 5-4, don't know what happened in the second game. They also found time to run a baseball clinic there with 200 kids attending. And there's a video out about the Australian team. It's called Skin in the Game, the story of Team Australia. Be sure to check that out. Link is in the description. Team China also played a practice game with the local club, losing 16-0. But after that, they went on to win their next 3. Team China pitcher Alan Carter, a college baseball player, was looking good on the mound over the weekend with a fastball in the 90s. And finally, if you want to see some live in-season baseball this week before the WBC gets started, the Pomares League in Nicaragua is underway. It's been going for a couple weeks now. 20 teams are taking part. Matagalpa is the league leader at the moment with a record of 7-1. Games can be seen live on the YouTube channel Viva Nicaragua 13. Highlights on Sport TV Nicaragua. Links to both are in the description. And that's all for this one. Until next time, this is Baseball International. See ya.